Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of For the Classical Guitarist. In this video, I'm going to be doing what I'm pretty sure is my first gear review video. And I'm very excited to get this series going because there's tons of products out there for classical guitar and for classical music that I don't see many people talking about. And there's tons of times I've been wondering to buy something and I think, oh yeah, it'll be as easy as going onto YouTube and looking up a review. And I can't really find any videos on it. Maybe I'm not looking correctly, but hopefully you found this video if you're interested in this. Anyway, let's get started. The product that I'm going to be talking about in this video is going to be the fiberglass crossrock guitar case. So now why don't we go ahead and get some closer looks. Okay, so now that you just saw some shots of the case, I do want to take a second and just tell you my overall thoughts. Things I liked and things I didn't like about it. And because, like I mentioned before, this is my first gear review kind of video, I don't really have a format that I'm planning to stick to. I'm just trying it out. So if you have suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. This case I bought with my own money. It was not sent to me for free. It was not sent to me on discount. And I got it with the intention of using it. Now, if you are a guitar company and you want to send me some stuff to review, go ahead and do it. So the reason why I got this case is because I've been looking for a new case to use to travel between lesson and lesson. And this case has caught my eye for quite a while, but there wasn't a whole lot on the internet about it. I saw maybe 1 or 2 videos and no videos that I could really trust. So I decided to just go for it and buy it and see what I thought. What attracted me towards the case was this. Number one, the price. For a case that looks this nice, I thought the price of $389 on Amazon was a great deal. So it seemed not too bulky. It seemed like it would be strong enough to carry from place to place. So let me talk about now what I liked about the case after I got it. So the first thing that I liked about the case was how it looked, like I mentioned before. But what also caught my eye was how it looked on the inside. It has 2 things that were pretty nice. It has this nice, decent-sized storage compartment that I do like. I don't love it because it's not the best shape and it seems like it can only hold a few certain size kinds of things. But again, it does have a storage compartment built in, which is nice. The part that's also really nice on the inside is the built-in hydrometer on there, so I know what the humidity is inside the case. I don't need to go out and buy another one to keep inside the case because the case has one built into it. The next thing that I liked a lot on the case was the latches on the outside. I know it's a silly thing to say, but case latches are pretty important. I know some cases that are great cases and the latches seem kind of flimsy and they're not going to hold that well. The latches on here are not anything fancy, but they definitely do their job of keeping the case closed when you want it closed. Specifically, the TSA lock on the case, it seems really sturdy, it seems really secure, and it's really easy to open and close. So the case did a great job with the latches, and I trust that the case isn't going to just open up when I'm walking around town, for example. So, good job. Another thing that was included with the case I really do like a lot is the backpack straps. They're not as sturdy as it seems on some more flight-safe cases, but they do their job and they're pretty comfortable to use and pretty easy to adjust. And finally, the last thing that I think I like about the case, and that would be it coming with this extra padding over here. So why I say I think I like it is because even though it's nice to have, it doesn't really stick onto the case. So once you put it on, it kind of just floats around in there. You have to reposition it each time, but it does definitely help keep your guitar a little bit more snug, which is a nice feature. The other thing that the case included, which I'm not really sure if I have a need for just because I don't know where I'd put it inside of the case, would be this little pouch over here. Okay, so now I want to talk about some of the things that I don't like about the case. Now, the first one I want to say is that it doesn't have an option for a case cover. And I know that might seem like a small thing and not that big of a deal, but I gotta say, on my Vice Nut case, I really appreciate having that case cover there. It makes it a bit more comfortable, and I do feel a little bit more secure that nothing's gonna get in there if it's raining, or if the case is gonna get scratched on something. So it's a small thing, but I do wish they offered this option, and funny thing is that they used to offer this with their case. Apparently, it actually used to even come with it, and if it did, I would be even that much more ecstatic about this case. The next small thing would be the little rubber or maybe plastic pins that are on the bottom of the case. I do get why they're there, but when you have the case on your back and they start hitting into you while you're walking, it does become kind of uncomfortable. Now, a case cover would probably get rid of this issue, which is why I do wish it came with one or had the option to buy one, but let's keep going. The next one would be, even though this case is pretty portable, I do wish it was a little bit lighter. I'm not expecting it to be as light as a BAM case, but I do wish it was a bit lighter for the quality case it is. And what I mean by that is, overall, it just kind of looks stronger than it actually feels. It doesn't feel weak. It's definitely way better than any gig bag that you can get for your guitar, and probably most hardshell cases. And if not that, I do wish it was a little bit lighter instead. It's not crazy heavy, but again, I'm using it mostly to travel around town. It's going to be on my back most of the time, so having to have this thing that isn't that strong but weighs this much is kind of a hassle. Finally, my last dislike of the case, which I do think is probably the most important thing, is that no guitar really feels super snug in it. Now, I'm not sure how the guitar actually feels when the case is closed, if it can move around at all. My hope is that it doesn't. Now, that is why they give you the extra padding, I believe, because when you add that in there, it does keep the guitar much more secure. However, this padding comes out just as easily as it comes in. Honestly, part of me wants to just take some super glue and put it on the padding and then just place it in the case so it stays there. I don't think that's the best idea, so I probably won't do it. Anyway, my overall opinions on this case is that yes, for the money, I do think it's a great case that you can have. I'm not going to return it. I'm definitely going to use it. I'm going to try to figure out a way to keep my guitar a bit more snug in it so it's not moving around. But yeah, it's a good case. I certainly wouldn't use this case as a substitute for a flight safe case, but that's not really what it's meant to do. So it not being able to be a flight safe case isn't really the worst thing. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you guys have any more questions about the case, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below, or feel free to let me know what case you're using and if I have any opinions on that case. And thank you to anybody who's watching who is a current subscriber. It means a great deal to me that you're supporting me by checking out my videos, subscribing to my channel, and hopefully I can pay you guys back in the near future by making even more videos for you. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll see you guys in the next video, and let me know what you guys want me to make in the future. Thanks for watching.